Welcome back. We're so glad to have you back with us for the final two sessions of our program today. And I am so excited because now the guys are gone. I've got two beautiful women with me. This is just fantastic. This is always the best part of the show. Now, many of you around town already know BJ. BJ's picture is everywhere. She's involved in so many things that happen around. So I want to introduce BJ Hetrick first. She's the founder and executive director of Nevada Silver Tappers and Miss Senior Golden Years USA. So BJ, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
We are glad to have you. And her sidekick, who is also the treasurer for the Silver Tappers and was Miss Senior Golden Years in 2005, we have Jackie Greco. Jackie, welcome to the show.
My pleasure.
We are so glad to have both of you with us because I know people have seen the Silver Tappers. They've gone to the show of Miss Senior Golden Years USA, and they're just astounded by what you ladies do. So I have to ask the question, since BJ, you said it was forever, how did this get started? What happened? What made you get involved in it? And then Jackie, we're going to ask you what brought you into it and so on. And that's where we want to go with this.
Well, when I moved here in 1920, no, it wasn't 1920, 1987.
1987, okay.
Yes. My husband was a contractor.
Okay.
And so while he was getting his license over in Las Vegas, I was gambling, of course, and so that got to be a little bit old. So one day I looked.
Were you winning?
Well, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. So I started looking in the paper, and I found a little article that said Senior Tappers, and I thought, I wonder if I could still shuffle. So her name was Mary Lou Rickey, and one of the first ladies that ever start the Senior Tappers over in Vegas. And so I started with that, and 3 months later I was teaching out in Prump. Had one student. And so now I know I've had over 400 ladies come and go. But it was a wonderful thing because it opened up the doors for all these lovely ladies that some of them didn't have anything to do.
Okay.
And, you know, one of them said it saved her life. Saved her life because her husband had died. And she just stayed in the house all the time. And when she finally started tapping, she said it opened up a whole new life. She had something to get up for in the morning.
Now, you teach tapping.
Yes.
And I've heard some of the ladies, they may say this behind your back. I don't know if they say this to your face, but they say, we can't keep up with her. You know, she's like a teenager. And I know every now and then we don't like to talk about ladies' ages. But BJ, how old are you?
92.
92.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but it's the girls that keep me going.
Okay.
It's the awards I get from watching the girls and how they grow from the day they come and what happens to them.
This is fantastic. For all of you who do not know that she's 92 years old, if you ever watch her doing anything, you're amazed. And I fell in love with this young lady a long time ago, so what more can I say? That's why I wanted her on the show. Okay, so you do all these things, and you help the ladies come to themselves.
Yeah, right. They're well groomed. Everybody knows the tapper, Nevada Silver Tapper. And how I got involved with the Miss Senior Golden Years, I was the director of Miss Senior Nevada for 8 years. And then I started looking around my own valley and said, you know, this valley has opened up every door for me. It's time for me to get back to my valley.
Okay.
And so I pulled away from Miss Senior Nevada and started my Miss Senior Golden Years 2003. It could have bombed, you know, but it
With you, it's not going to bomb. I guarantee it.
It didn't bomb. It just grew by, and it's just opened up, you know, girls that thought they had no talent, and we get something out of them. Everybody's got talent, and their self-esteem grows.
Oh, this is fantastic. Now, we're going to talk about some of the events that you're doing and some of the other things. But I want to hear from Jackie. And Jackie, tell us about how you got involved and what's going on.
Well, how I got involved with the Silver Tappers was I had the Pahrump Valley Times always sent to my house when I lived in New York, and I would see all these ladies up there doing all their things. I said, oh, I would love to do this, because as a child, always wanted to be on stage.
Okay.
You know, Jackie Gleason with all his little ladies
Oh,
that
yeah.
came out.
Oh, yeah.
And then I come to Pahrump, and I never had enough nerve to enter the Silver Tappers, and I wanted so bad. And we were at an Oktoberfest, and here comes PJ. Why don't you come and join the Silver Tappers? Like, wow, like an angel came down from heaven for me. I said, oh, but I don't know how to tap, and I don't have any tap shoes. Oh, don't worry about it. You just come in. So I joined the Tappers, which is the best thing I've ever done in my life. This woman is such an inspiration to everyone. And then I'm there like about 2 or 3 months. Oh, we're having a Victorian tea. You're going to run for Miss Senior Golden Years. I said, I am? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. All of a sudden, I have an application in front of me.
Okay.
Right? But I don't have any talent. As she said, everyone has some hidden talent.
Everyone has a talent.
Some hidden talent. And the thought of being on stage, that inspired me a little bit. So that's how I became Miss Senior Golden Years 2005. I did win, thanks to B.J. Hetrick Irving.
And what was the talent that you used?
Dynamite. Dynamite.
I did lip sync to Redneck Woman.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh, she's something else out there. She's something else, I'll tell you right now.
I have fun. Still doing it occasionally. And if I know BJ, it'll probably be soon again, now that you mentioned it and brought it up. Thank you, Tom.
Well, you know, we want to do that. And yes, we'd like to see some of this other talent. But at the same time, I know you're looking for other ladies to come and join you. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. That's right, yes.
So what are the requirements besides a heartbeat? And what about the age? And what about any other talent?
They have to be 60.
So they have to be 60 for what now?
And it's not a beauty contest.
This is for tappers?
Wait a minute.
No, oh, you're talking about the tappers or Miss Senior Golden Years?
Let's look at both.
Oh, tappers are 50.
If you want to be in the tappers, age is 50.
Right.
Okay.
Miss Senior Golden Years is 60.
Okay.
Yes. And you know, our very first queen was your very own Linda Cass that used to work right here at the TV station.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was first, Mitzi was second, and I was right behind them. And here's all these tall girls and this little short one. Every time we came here to take pictures, oh no.
This is fantastic. You know, the other thing to this is, I guess as Miss Senior Golden Years is when I was on the town board and I got a chance with all the ribbon cutting. So you guys came out, Silver Tappers came out, and that's how I got to know what was going on. Then I started attending the shows, and I would not miss a show unless I was out of town.
You were at one of our benefit shows back in 2010. It was for the homeless children.
Yes.
We were at Artesia. We did the military.
Yep.
And that's where I have this great picture of you and I together,
Yeah.
which I couldn't bring because I didn't know how to get it off the computer. But anyway,
well, you know,
in the future, I will show you.
Since we're here and since we do have a couple more minutes, we also have to talk about the fact that we were someplace else and we met.
Yes.
Do you want to tell that story very quickly?
Very quickly. We were in Baltimore. And Baltimore Airport. And I sit down, and he's sitting next to me. We didn't look at each other, of course. All of a sudden, he got up, and he says, could you please mind my bags? I'll be right back. I guess he had to make a stop somewhere. And I look up, I said, oh, my God, I know this man. And for some reason, Bob came in my head. I said, no, it's not Bob. I have pictures of him with him on my computer. And when he comes back, I said, how am I going to do this? So I turned around and I said to him, I said, are you from Pahrump? And I knew you were from Pahrump. And I said, that was the lead-in. And then we started talking. And he gave me the Pahrump magazine.
Pahrump Life magazine.
Pahrump
Yes.
Life magazine, which I didn't get home to read yet. So I enjoy reading it on my flight back home to Pahrump. And it was amazing to see somebody you know right here sitting next to each other.
And that was fantastic. So we got reacquainted on that.
Yeah.
But you know, even with everything that they do, they're in the community, they're helping the community, they're doing everything for the community.
Yes.
This is what it's all about. Just being in either one. When you talk about the Silver Tappers, Nevada Silver Tappers, or you talk about Miss Senior Golden Years USA, you're talking about ladies that have contributed so much to our community.
Yes.
And you haven't stopped.
Nope. It's going. We're having our Victorian tea at the end of the month for our Miss Senior Golden Years. That's where I lock the door and get all my contestants.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So
How do you
remember her
advertise
telephone
that?
number.
Well, we have flyers.
Okay.
And the girls word of mouth mostly. And
And we're advertising right now.
yeah, we're advertising right now. And yes, it's a worthy cause, and it helps the women so much. And I know a lot of them maybe they dreamt about this when they were a child.
Okay.
Now it's their time in life because they raised you guys, they raised their children. Now it's their time.
Oh, I have to agree with that. How many people do you normally have at your tea?
60. We have to keep it down to 60
Okay.
in my Victorian tea.
So if you're interested, you can contact BJ and say, look, I'm interested in attending the tea, but once they get to 60 women, then they have to cut it off. So you better call.
Yes, and the
And
tickets sell out.
the phone number again, BJ?
775-727-7011.
Okay. So be sure to call BJ. I know you're writing this stuff down.
Yeah.
And that's what I want you to do. Be sure to take the notes. Let them know how much you appreciate what they're doing for our community, because they do so very much. And in the next session, we're going to talk about a lot of things that they're doing. Fundraising, you name it. They're doing so much for our community. And we can only say thanks to them for all they do and for everything that they're planning to do. So come back and join us in the next session, and we'll tell you more.